2023 debt free. We are done. 2023 debt free. Me take a dirty bus go up at SLB. Me tell them say you nah get no more me money. 2023 debt free. We are done. 2023 debt free. Me take a dirty bus go up at SLB. Me tell them say you nah get no more me money. What's up, Faith family? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Tatiana, and this is where I create faith-based content. I do vlogs as well, hair tutorials, all sorts of different things. So if you're interested in seeing more of that, please feel free to subscribe, like this video, share it with a friend, and yeah, I've got a testimony for you, love. My UE financial journey was definitely one filled with blessing, filled with God's love, filled with His grace. We can talk about the endless struggles, like we can talk about all the negatives, but today I just want to share with you guys just how good God has been. Honestly, I have downplayed it in my mind, but the Holy Spirit has just been reminding me that this is a big deal. Like this is a big deal, okay? And I'm lucky say because me tired when me come off a dirty country bus, but me never stop over KFC, hello, and buy some to eat, a big deal or something, because it's a big deal. On that note of dirty country bus drivers watching this video, if you are a bus driver watching this video, wash your bus. I mean, I'm not talking just the outside of the bus, the inside of the bus. Wash the bus. I literally took the dirtiest bus in Westmoreland to go to Kingston, and it's only because it was the only bus loading at the time. I mean, the gravity of the dirty never hit me until I sat down and I was like, where is she? It's giving prodigal son. Anyway, before I go off too far on the tangent, I really just want to take you guys to where it all started. So I started studying in 2018. I enrolled into the University of the West Indies to study education, and taking a student loan was the easiest thing for me to do at the time. It was the option because I was not able to pay out of pocket. My mother would definitely not have been able to manage that financially, and so it was just like, yeah, we're gonna take a student loan and go to school. I used money that I had saved up, which is like a whole nother testimony within itself, but I took the money that I had saved up from the 2 years of working in the hotel industry, and I was able to use that and pay my hall fee for that full academic year. So 2018 to 2019, I paid my hall fee out of pocket. I bought the stuff that I needed to live on hall, and I'm just so proud that I was able to do that. And I tell persons all the time, like, God is intentional. I did not enjoy working in the hotel industry, but you know, I was able to save. I saved my tips, mainly tips, because I never we didn't make no heap of money, but I saved my tips and all of that, and I was able to pay for my hall fee for that year. So yeah, with the student loan, we are chuckle, right? In my second year, I believe it was the first semester of my second year, I applied for some scholarships. I applied for about 7 scholarships or 6 scholarships, I'm not sure, and I was awarded the UE Visa Scholarship, the UE Alumni Visa Scholarship, right? So, you know, another blessing came my way. That scholarship was supposed to cover the span of 2 years. So from 2019 to the end of my degree in 2021, a scholarship would have covered for the rest of my studies. So the only thing I would have had to worry about was accommodation. But because I was still on the student loan, I had already renewed it for, you know, my second year. I asked for the money from the scholarship to go towards accommodation. So for my second year, I was still on the student loan. So, I would have been looking forward to paying off 2 years worth of student loan. And the money from the scholarship went to housing. COVID come in with ourselves, right? And I was supposed to do some volunteer hours to secure the scholarship. COVID came. I did not get to finish the volunteer hours, but I messaged the persons who I spoke to about the scholarship, and they said, don't worry about it. You will be covered for your final year. In 2021, when I finished my degree and I got my first teaching job, I started paying on my student loan in November. My first payment was on November 29, 2021, with a student loan balance of $705,653. I wasted no time, and I would advise anybody who has taken a student loan this year or whenever you took it, start paying as soon as possible. You get a little work, just start paying on that student loan, because I feel like if I did not start as soon as I started working, like, I wouldn't have been able. Of course, God can do whatever he wants to do in your life, but yeah, using wisdom, I started paying as soon as possible, and I paid consistently. Let me tell you, no month never passed if I even $5,000 me a pay upon that student loan, because I wanted to get them off my back. I was like, get off my back. I ain't taking you guys with me no 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Like, get off my back. And what I had planned to do based on the figure that I got in May of this year, I asked for an update on the account. They gave me a figure in May. I intended to pay off the rest of money on the student loan by the end of this year. So I told myself by December, latest January, I would be finished with the student loan, continuing to pay monthly installments, of course. However, I started a new job in May. I did not get paid until this month, like since June of this year. I did not get a salary, being a newly employed teacher and backlog at the ministry and stuff like that. I did not get a salary, so that plan kind of went through the window. I knew that even though I didn't get paid, the money was going to come. Like, the money was sure. I did my own calculations and I said, okay, great, I have this amount to pay, and when I get my salary, I'm just gonna make the sacrifice and just pay it off. Went to the cashier and I told the gentleman that I wanted to make the final payment on the account. He sends me to another room. I go to the room. I speak with the rep that was there. And the figure that she gave me, so this is September, and what I did, I asked for the amount on my account. I asked for how much was left on the account, because I was like, okay, once I know how much is on it, I'll know what I'm working with. And by the way, it was significantly less than I thought, which is like mind-blowing, because based on my own calculations, I just felt like I had probably like almost $500,000 to pay back, to be honest. But I don't know, like, I thought it was a lot, but when I got that email, it was significantly less than I had calculated it. So I go up to the lady and I got the confirmation for the balance, and I'm supposed to go back to the cashier now. It was $10,000 more than what I received in the email. So I got the email on a Friday, and I went to the loan office on a Wednesday, so Wednesday of the next week. And I was like, what is this $10,000 for? Like, me not understand how $10,000 just randomly go on the money where she did tell me less than a week ago. But as I go back into the cashier line, I'm like, you know what? I need to spare the time to really find out what is happening. So I went back to the cashier guy and I was like, hey, like, I don't understand. This is not the figure that I got in the email. And he was like, you know, if you want to go back and talk to them, you can. So I go back into the room. Would you believe that my loan officer made an error in the email that she sent, and the correct figure was what the lady gave me at that time? Now I'm thinking, yes, we're humans and people make mistakes and all of that, but suppose I did the dead money me come with. Like, what if I had only planned to make a certain payment, or make the payment that she sent me in the email? That I would have been very salty, right? Because $10,000 is a lot of money, same way, even in this economy. So I'm just like, wow. So that was something that, and there was this lady in front of me and she was hilarious. She was just there making everybody laugh, and she was like, get stuff in writing. You're closing your account, get a receipt, make them put final payment, make them put don't come back, make them put you pay off all of the money, we don't want to see your face again. Like, I went back up to the cashier and you know, I paid him, I gave him my card and stuff, and I paid it off. And I'm just so grateful. I'm just so happy. Trust God. Like, trust God and operate in wisdom. I remember the countless trips going to Kingston to get things done and all of that. And I live pretty far and it's very tiring. And I was planning on making my last payment an online payment, but look at God because had I made that payment online with the error that my loan officer made, I would have continued to be gaining interest on that $10,000 that I did not know about. And don't stress yourself out making payments, but if you see where you're able to pay more than is required for you to pay monthly, do it. Like, if they say pay $5, pay $10. When I was putting this video together, I thought I would have probably been able to pay off the loan without paying it all at once, like making that big payment, because I had money looking forward to that I didn't get before. But I still see this as a testimony. Like, I still see this as God's hand at work, because he knows everything. And probably if I was still getting paid, I would have had things come up, which a lot of things came up. There's always something that we don't see, things that we don't understand. And for the amount that I was able to pay off all at once, like, I'm really grateful. And I say that God did it. He did it. And if he did it for me, he can 110% do it for you. I attribute this achievement, I attribute all of this to God. Like, I say he did it. I would have probably changed my mind and continued to extend, you know, the deadline that I made for myself, and probably have this roll over into next year or whatever. I had set a deadline for the end of the year, latest January. That's what I calculated for. But God was like, no, you're gonna pay off the student loan before the end of September. So yeah, guys, that's it from me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of day or night wherever you are. You're gonna make it. Student, teacher, whatever loan you have, how much ever it be, right? whatever amount the loan is at right now. Trust God that He will see you to the end of it, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Y'all ain't gonna see me again. You ain't gonna see me for now. You ain't gonna see me for now. You ain't gonna see me again.